Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl LaShia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile. What? You mean to tell me Think Different TV has their own merch website? I just don't believe it. What? They have hoodies, mugs, toddler tees, kid classic pullovers, bucket hats, stainless steel water bottles, woman comfort tees, crew socks, kids premium tees, baby onesies, even a premium cotton t-shirt for men. And what is that? You can use the code EARLYBIRD to get 5% off of your order. And if you have Afterpay, you can split the payments. Oh my gosh, like this is just unbelievable. What colors do we have? Ooh. Fancy.
Hey, you're watching my mommy on Think Different TV.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Think Different TV, where minds meet. I am your host, LaShia. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? How was your weekend? Did y'all enjoy it? Did y'all have fun? Let me take and clip this up here so don't be doing all that crazy foo-foo stuff. I hope y'all can hear me okay. It was a crazy weekend this weekend. We had Mother's Day. We had so many things happening this weekend, especially me. Like I was running around all weekend doing different stuff. Let me see. What did I do? Well, one, if you were looking to come see me on the 18th, it has been postponed to July or August. Don't know the final date yet. I will keep y'all posted. Another thing, I had did Mount Airy Day. Mount Airy Day. That was exciting because they had bands performing. They had all these different I don't want to say pop-up shops. They had a lot of different vendors there. And so I was able to network. I did my massage thing, and also I was selling items as well. My sister was there. Shout out to Scandalous Vibe. She came through with her candles, and she was selling, baby. She was selling them candles. Okay. Then Sunday was Mother's Day, and it was a rainy day. It was very dreary, but I had fun. I mean, I was able to rest, and then today I got the chance to spend the day with my mom. So I ain't had no complaints. I want to know in the comments what y'all did this weekend. Did y'all enjoy your weekend? Was it popping? Was it not popping? Let me know. How y'all liking the new do? I told y'all, prepare to be sick of me because the arsenal is locked and loaded. Okay. And I am having such a good day today. Let me see. What else I wanted to bring up? Think Different TV. First of all, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in. Think Different TV is not only a TV show, it is now a brand, and a network. So don't sleep on me, all right? I have the show, I have a news show, I have a podcast, and I have a game show on the Think Different TV network. So make sure y'all tune in and y'all pop in every once in a while, see what's going on, okay? And just to drive home that point, I'm going to play this. y'all, the last one was Think Different TV's Play or Pass. That is the game show. And it's looking for you if you like to compete, if you like trivia, if you like to just, have bragging rights after you beat the brakes off of somebody because they don't know as much as you do. DM at Tdtv Pop Game Show on Instagram so that we can get you on the show. Okay? We don't want you to have all that knowledge go to waste, honey. So if you are very knowledgeable and you know a lot about trivia, this is the game show for you. So make sure you hit up Tdtv Pop Game Show so that you can compete on the game show. I think I made my point. I think I made my point. Thank you so much for tuning into Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. You could be anywhere. And I thank you because you are here with me. You are here with me. And Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So let's show our sponsors some love like this.
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Shout out to Imitation by Jarrell. Queen been rocking out with me since the beginning of the show. You know how we gets down, okay? And make sure that you hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and do all that great stuff to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new replays, episodes, anything that's going on with Think Different TV because we want to keep you in the loop. So make sure y'all do that. And share the love by sharing the live, okay? And once you share, hashtag Tdtv. All right, I don't want y'all to think that I'm being bossy, but I'm being bossy. I'm just feeling really good today. I'm feeling really, really good. I'm drinking my Euphoria water. I'm staying hydrated. It was a crazy day today, but a good day. A good day. So we have a really great hot topic today. And guess what, y'all? I just realized I didn't even upload the little thing, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna do that real quick, y'all, because honey child, I think I've been slipping, tripping. But like I said, this hot topic is hot. And y'all, I don't even have the make it a hot. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna cut it off. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna play it and then we gonna go from there. But I'm trying to keep everything straight. For some reason, I don't have that uploaded. For some reason, I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. Help me out, please. Oh, and tomorrow is a new episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass. I don't know how I forgot this, but it is at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is a little clip from what is going to be going on tomorrow. Is a puppet master of trivia, or is his competitor pulling the strings? Tune into this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel.
I'm coming in hot.
Hey. All right, y'all. It is time for our hot topic. Our hot topic today is lady, he's your son, not your man. I'm gonna do something a little different today, y'all, because actually what I've been doing is I've been doing a little, period pieces. I guess that's what they're called. Or no, that's not what it's called. Like an intro piece to the topic. And I didn't create one for this one because I figure it's self-explanatory and it's not really informational. It's just we're just gonna have a little bit of fun today because we will learn a little something today because it's something that I learned that I didn't even know was a thing, and I just want to pass on that knowledge. But starting off, Can y'all help me out? How many of y'all out there have a mate? Now we're focusing strictly on men. All right. Women who have men that their moms are a little too much. Like they're always putting their input on something and they're treating their son like their husband or their man. That's so weird, right? Like, who wants to be in a relationship like that where you have a guy who has a mother who is jealous of you because their son is spending too much time with you? It's given very much sick. Okay. I am a boy mom, and I will say this. I think every every good mother wants what's best for their child, male or female. And mind you, I say every good mother. Okay. Don't be like, not every mom. Every good mother wants what's best for their child or children, boy and girl. Does not matter. Now, the thing that happens is that single moms get a bad rep. They do. They get a bad rep because they're in a position where they have to raise their children on their own. And so, on one hand, they are, for their sons, they're like super lenient with them. They like boys will be boys and let them just do whatever they want to do. And with the girls, not so much. The girls don't have that type of freedom. They get dogged out. And we're going to talk about that next week. But when it comes to the guys and the mom being a single mom, sometimes they get to the point where they start leaning on their son to provide that support that they would get from a spouse, spice, I don't know, spouse, right? And I learned that there's a word for it. I didn't even know this. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all that word. The word is emotional incest. Were y'all aware that this was a thing? Okay, it says emotional incest or covert incest happens when a parent or caregiver relies on a child for emotional needs that an adult relationship would usually provide. They may behave like the child is a love life partner. Emotional incest is not the same as physical incest because it does not include sexual contact. Now, signs of emotional incest: feelings of guilt or unworthiness, feeling responsible for a parent's feelings. This is like on the part of the child. Difficulty making and sustaining friendships, conflict or strain with siblings and or the other parent, isolation from others, poor self-esteem, perfectionism, anxiety, and depression. All right. So these are the signs of what the child will go through when they are experiencing emotional incest. And when they say competition with the other siblings, you know what I see that with? I see that with like blended families. Blended families. So like if the mom has a son and the dad has his kids, and then as they go on, the mom is relying on their son a lot, with everything. the whole process. You know, is this a good man for me? Is it da. And you know, I get getting your child's input, but at the end of the day, a child really can't make that decision for you. They wouldn't know the first thing about making the decision for you. So this also comes from, I feel, uh immature immature parents that, you know, haven't fully matured, and then they had kids, and then they just kind of like, or uh women that have sons that are close to them in age, like when they get pregnant at like 15, 16, and they have a son, you know, a lot of times that son is the emotional support for everything, especially if the dad leaves. If the father child leaves, then they're going to be counting on that boy to be that person for them all the time. All right. So emotional incest, aka covert incest, when a parent or parental figure treats their child like a romantic partner. We already covered it. Turning to them for emotional fulfillment. Also often involves sexual undertones, but never direct physical sexual contact. Here's the signs coming from the parent. They rely on the child for comfort and support. They request advice from the child. They invade child's privacy. They violate the child's boundaries. They treat the child like a romantic or sexual partner. Expects child to compliment or praise them. Jealous of child's relationship. May sabotage child's relationship. Makes comments or expresses interest in child's physical body or development, which is super weird. Like, I don't even, like, what? Like, huh? Oh my gosh. Claims they have a right to look at or touch their child's body, which, if the child establishes boundaries and says, Mom, don't touch me, you should respect their boundaries. Discusses sexual topics and other inappropriate topics with child. Oh my gosh, Lord Jesus. So effects: developmentally, emotionally, sexually, and romantically stunted. All right, these are the effects. They have a love-hate relationship with their parent. So it's like, my mom is real cool, but my mom, she's down to earth, but my mom, it's like it's always a but that follows, because it's some weirdness that's about to follow. Difficulty with intimacy in relationships, trouble forming relationships, low self-esteem, lack of identity, trouble meeting needs, people pleasing, perfectionistic, mental health issues, dissatisfaction with life. And how to heal. You can recognize the covert incest, you set boundaries with the parent, you reparent yourself, form a support network, break the cycle with own children, and seek therapy. So you don't ever want to repeat the cycle. You know, you want to eventually move away from this craziness that's called emotional incest. What's up, B2B? How are you? How you, I was glad to meet you too, but you beat me to it. How you feeling? How you living? BDBGP has joined the chat. All right, he hashtag Tdtv, so you know what that means. He shared it. So yeah, how to heal and all that great stuff, right? Then, as a child, this was not your responsibility. So this is just letting you know, like, sometimes stuff happens to us when we're younger, and we don't really realize it until we get older, and we be like, dang, that was kind of messed up. Or you can have a conversation with somebody and be like, well, da 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 da, and they be like, really? You know, your mom had you do that, or your dad had you do that? That's kind of weird. And they they point these things out for you, right? What's up, Chiva Lafare? Chiva Lafare is in the building. And so they say stuff like they put you in a position as a child that you should not be. But then, it's funny because them same parents be like, stay in the child's place. So I be like, where you want me to be at? Because you ask me all these adult things and then you want me to stay in the child's place. It's really weird. So as a child, this was not your responsibility. So I want you to take a little checklist with yourself, because you might not have noticed that this has been happening to you, but it has been happening. All right. Mediating conflict with adults around you. You should not be mediating conflict between adults because you're a child. Like, why are you up here playing mediator? Makes no sense. Fulfilling your parents' lost dreams. So that means and that's also when parents like living vicariously through their children. They didn't get a chance to be a singer, so they try to push singing on their child, so their child be out there singing. Keeping dangerous secrets for a loved one. You don't want to do that as a child. This is not your responsibility. Tell. All right. Raising your siblings or keeping the entire house clean. Woo! Parentification. We're gonna talk about that last week of May. We're gonna jump into that. Stepping up to fill the shoes of an absent parent. This is what we're talking about today. Regulating the emotions of adults around you. You shouldn't be doing that as a child. Parenting your parents. Wow, that's crazy. Upholding the same beliefs and telling lies to uphold a family image. So you don't want to do that either. What's up, I Am Young P? I Am Young P is in the building. What up, what up, what up? I want to thank y'all all for tuning in to Think Different TV tonight. So yeah, this is not your responsibility. You should not be doing this as a child, okay? But let's get back to it. Long-term consequences of emotional incest, eating disorders, self-harm, relationship dissatisfaction, feelings of worthlessness or inadequacy, difficulties prioritizing own needs, sexual intimacy issues, substance abuse, compulsive behavior, and problems maintaining boundaries. So, here we go. Boundaries need to be set with everybody, not just with your mates, not just with your kids, with your parents too. And some people get scared to do stuff like that with parents because they're like, it's my parents, and your parents always say, oh, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. Or it's for most of us, it's that respect thing. We don't want to disrespect our parents, and we don't want to make them feel any type of way. But when you become an adult child, follow me. You're still their child, but when you become an adult, even as a child, you should be able to set certain boundaries. If you don't want to be touched, you don't want to be touched. If you don't want to be, it's certain things like kids should have a right to say they have a problem with without their parents getting upset about it. But when you become an adult, especially, you want to start setting those boundaries, because I would say around 15, you're still a minor, 14, 15, even 13, when you start hitting puberty, you should be able to sit down with your parents and say, listen, this is what I do like, what I don't like, in a respectful manner, okay? You don't want to be disrespectful because right then they're going to just tune you out, right? So you definitely want to be respectful, and you want to raise issue with what you have a problem with. Now, I feel my generation didn't get a chance to do that. Ours come out in a form of lashing out towards our parents when we get much older, because we didn't get a chance to set those boundaries before when we were younger. And so they keep constantly doing stuff that really irk our nerves, and then we finally snap. It's the same thing that happens with same thing that happened with Generation X. Same thing that happened with, well, just Generation X. Because Generation X just was like following the traditions that Silent Generation was saying, and they was just, I mean, the baby boomers was saying, and they was just doing what they was told, right? And then with us, the Generation X, they had millennials, and we gave a little bit of pushback, but not too much. But it was enough to make them realize, like, maybe we've been doing this a little wrong, so maybe we need to change up our formula a little bit. That's why they the way they are with the grandkids. Following them. And then we, the millennials, we know how it felt to not be heard, not to be seen, and not be able to voice our opinion. So we tell our kids, hey, if you have a problem with something, speak up, let me know. But what did that lead to? Now we got Gen Z and Generation Alpha that they're talking back a little too much. They got a problem with everything. They want to protest everything. They want to raise issue about everything, about what they eat, what they wear, what where they're too much in grown folks' business. All right, so everything has its pros and cons. We want the kids to be more vocal about what they want to convey, like about issues that they have. But we don't want them to get to the point where they're being disrespectful about it. And we want them to be able to compromise, because that's the thing that's lacking nowadays, inability to compromise even after airing out their grievances, right? Whew. All right. So bringing it back, establishing boundaries with our parents. When it comes to moms and their sons, here's the power play. Moms can turn on the tears. Certain moms can manipulate the situation and make their sons feel like crap, because, oh, how dare you say these things to me? How dare you talk to me this way? Before you started dating that girl, you wasn't talking to me this way. You wasn't treating me this way. And now that you done got with this person, you're talking to me all in the type of way, and you're disrespecting me, right? And it could be as simple as you said, Mom, can you not walk in on me while I'm getting dressed? It's kind of weird. Like, oh, I used to walk in on you all the time. I used to change your dirty diapers, and now I can't even walk into your room when I want to. It's boundaries, the crossing of lines. We don't want this. It's really weird. It's giving you trying to see your son naked, and it's weird. Like, why are you barging into his room when he's a 17, 18-year-old? 17, 18-year-old people are like, why are they still living at home then? If you don't want to be barged in, just move out. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the economy is the way the economy is set up right now. Parents gonna want their kids to live with them and help with the rent. Okay. They gonna want them to be helping them with the lights, with the water, with the like, because the economy is just jacked up right now. Not saying that's right. You shouldn't be like, do what works best for your family, but yeah, it's a lot of guys that, like, a lot of people be like, well, why don't you just move out if he want to and it's not that simple. And sometimes here's another power play. When you're in position when you're supposed to be the person raising your child up to be independent, but because you have this thing with you where you're treating your child like your spouse and you really don't want them to leave, You're not going to give them the game on how to leave you. You're going to keep them stagnant, keep them there in your house by any means necessary. That could be something as simple as not sharing financial literacy with your child if you know. If you know. Not like if you don't know, then you don't know. You can't teach what you don't know. But just little things to help them move towards being out on their own. The mama bird checks the temperature of her baby birds, and when she feels they good and ready, she pushes them out the nest. Just pushes them out the nest. They fall. Ah, wham, wham, chirp, 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 and if they start flapping their wings, and then they start be like, oh snap, I'm going back up, I'm going back up, I'm going back up, oh snap, I'm flying, I'm flying, I'm flying. The mama bird nurtures the child to be strong and healthy, and then pushes them out the nest, and only the strong will survive. That sounds really crazy, but that's how it is with birds, right? But with mama birds, mama, real human people, the way we get our children ready is we're supposed to give them the game on how to be financially set, how to keep a clean house, how to, uphold upstanding morals and values, and not be out here in the streets acting crazy and dumb, you know? And then when they say they want to move out, we do have more of an attachment. Like, of course, we're gonna be like, "Are you sure you're ready to move out? There's no rush. I just want to make sure that you good." But there's some moms out there like, he can't move out because who gonna take care of me? Who's gonna validate me? Who's gonna make me? Who's gonna tell me I'm pretty on a regular basis? Because I could have my son tell me I'm pretty because I'm his mom. How, who's going to love me like I need to be loved if my son moves out on his own? This is where it gets creepy. This is where it gets to the point where it's a little okay. Let me jump to these comments right quick. Shout out to Triple 5. He said, "I'm watching you on my TV out loud while I handle my hair and charge my phone." Awesome, awesome. That's a lot of hair, Trevo. I don't know how you do it. Honey, you see what I'm doing right now. I can't do it. I got all my hair braided up. I cannot do it in this heat, honey. Like I said, I'm Young P is in the building. Triva said, "Facts need boundaries." I'm Young P said, "A lot of people don't be understanding. It's crazy out there." And you said my volume is a little shaky. Thank you for letting me know that because I did not know that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix my volume real quick, and y'all tell me if it sounds a little bit better. If it don't, I don't know what to tell you. Keep things all right. Let me know if that's better. I'm trying my best to do my thing. So let me know if that's better. And also I probably hit the mic a few times too. So if y'all can hear me and it sounds better, let me know. Also my thank you. Um all my fam that's watching on Instagram right now. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in on Instagram. People that's tuning in on YouTube, thank you so much. People that's tuning in on Twitch and Facebook. But get this, right? If you're on Instagram right now, you might want to mosey right on over to YouTube, because if you're commenting right now and you have a story to share as it relates to the topic, I can't see your comments. So come on over to YouTube and express yourself, because I don't want y'all to go unseen or unheard. All right. So back to the topic at hand. Thank you guys for helping with the volume. I appreciate you. So like I said, that's when it starts getting weird, where the mom doesn't want to help their child progress because they feel like their child is going to leave. Um, so I'm gonna read y'all a few because I was on Reddit and I found a few stories or whatever, and I want to just read it for y'all, and y'all give me some feedback on what y'all think about the topic, okay? So here we go. Turn the banner off. So, mothers who treat their sons like a partner need to stop. A Facebook friend who is a mother of 2 boys and a girl shared a link, which was a radio interview with a mother of a boy who said this: being the mother of a son is like someone breaking up with you really slowly. I'm sorry, what? To me, this just screams emotional incest, which is a real thing for those unaware. I saw another comment in a thread about children and affection. The article itself was benign enough. But then, of course, the Facebook people got involved and it all got weird. This one lady wrote something like, "My son is 10. I hug him constantly. He hugs me. We cuddle on the couch. We are in love." Her profile picture was a selfie of her and her son kissing her on the cheek. Again, the picture in itself is innocent enough, but coupled with that comment screams, "I am lonely and my son is filling in that hole that a male partner would provide." And there's more to this one, y'all. Bear with me. Incest does not have to be sexual or even physical at all. Not all moms are like this, of course. Most aren't. But there are enough out there to draw this rant from me. Hell, my ex-boyfriend had one. Whenever she was near this 30-year-old man child, she never ever stopped hugging him. She even stocked up his condoms. We broke up because it was evident he wanted a living mom. Used to make jokes about being a kept man. Your son is not a replacement for the partner you cannot hold on to or the one you're unhappy with. You are effing him up along with his perception of boundaries and women in general. This is why so many men want a mother wife and why so many men feel entitled to a woman's affection because mommy says they deserve it and indeed lavishes it onto them in a borderline hideous way. So there you go, guys. That's the first one. Now, what do y'all think about that? So they were talking about the one person said that the mom would. This person said the mom wouldn't stop hugging the son, and she's constantly hugging him. I understand showing your son affection. I'm I only have one son, so anytime I can show him love, I'm showing him love. But if he starts saying, "Mom, come on, that's a little too much," I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, come on now." I'm be like, "All right, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was, um, I didn't know that it was making you uncomfortable, right?" Uh, I hope this helps people turn a mirror on themselves if they are doing something like this to their sons, and so their sons don't end up having all these emotional problems later on down the line. Yeah. Uh, Molly Maw is in the building. What's up, Molly Maw? He said that seems pretty sick. Yeah, yeah. It's like, people, women that this is the general consensus of the women that do stuff like this. They are, why it sound like they're right outside my house? All right. So women who don't have a partner, a boyfriend, significant other, or whatever. The dad leaves, he splits or whatever. I saw a lot of posts or memes where they say women, single moms love to dress their dress their sons like the men that they wish they still had, or the men that left them, or all this different stuff, right? There is an attachment, especially if it's your only child. All right, granted, there is an attachment there because I have one son, I have one child. You get what I'm saying? My only son, my only child. There is an attachment there. It's when you are unable to detach and you're unable to detach and unable to stay within the boundaries that are set for you that it becomes crazy. All right. You never want your child to feel like they have to always validate you. You never want your child to feel like they always have to compliment you or, you know, feel weird. Like, I, how can I explain it? Because it's making me turn a mirror on myself as a mom. And I love my son. Like, y'all don't understand like the stuff I went through to have my son. And so my attachment to my son is not like I'm using him to fill a void. It's I love my son and I want nothing to happen to my son. That's where I'm at with it, right? But there's women out there that they take it too far and they're with these they take their sons and they're like, he's my man. The ones that be like, he's the king of this castle. I'm like, oh, what? What? Like, what are you talking about? Like, they the same ones that would let their sons talk crazy to the men that they're dating. They're the ones that, um Jody, baby boy. Now, the mom wasn't all the way like that. It really was like Jody was just kind of leaning on his mom for a lot of things, but kind of like that. Kind of like that. I remember watching this episode of Law and Order SVU. Y'all know I love that show. If y'all didn't know, Judge Judy, Law and Order SVU, like those are all my shows. And it was this one episode where this guy, he was SAing women. He was SAing women. And they were trying to build a profile of him, like try to figure out like why is he doing this. They didn't know who it was, but in order to find out who it was, they have to build like this profile, like what would the suspect be like, so they can, if they came across somebody in their walks, they can be like, that was kind of strange, and they can start questioning that person a little bit more. So this particular guy, he was doing all this stuff. He was like really SAing these women. It was really bad. And they realized like his mom was always like defending him and saying, oh, wait a minute, let me shout out Slim Jim Longfoot is in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? We got Miss Mary in the building. What up? What up? What up? Thank you for tuning in to Think Different TV. So they noticed that she was always standing up for him. She was always like, what those women do to, for him to do that to them, like, just making weird comments and come to find out like she was doing stuff to him. All right. What's up? The Fly Bohemian has entered the chat. She is actually on the episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check that out. Again, Think Different TV's Player Pass, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV channel. Fly Bohemian is in the building. She got the heart and the butterfly. Yeah, so this So I was watching Law and Order, and it was like, it was crazy because at the end, and I know y'all ain't gonna watch the episode, so anyway, at the end, he was in the bed with the mom, because they was like, they went and they tracked him down, and they found out that he went to his mom's house. And when they got there, he was in the bed with the mom, but he had killed his mom. And he was like rubbing her head and stuff like that. Like, it was just, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. All right. Cause I was like, he killed him? What? Cause it went back to how she was grooming him in a sense. And like I said, emotional incest doesn't necessarily lead to sexual incest, but the sexual undertones of it can definitely lead to that if boundaries are not set. And if the mom really like takes it that far and she's just like a creepy person, why are you stumping up the effing steps? Like, I don't understand these people. Tribula Fire said she created a maniac. Absolutely. So let me read this next one for y'all, because this is actually, matter of fact, I got do I want to do the video or do I want to do the next? I'm gonna do the video first, just to kind of break it up a little bit. But this is just people giving their views on mothers who treat their sons like husbands. So here we go.
You know what I think is so sad? When a woman screams she don't need a man, then she'll treat her son as if he's her husband. Nothing is normal about calling your sons up late at night crying because you need to hear their voice.
Oh, hey, son. I was sitting in the door crying. Oh, you with your wife? So I said hello. Guess I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right.
Some of these mamas buy a dress she think is sexy. She's stepping in front of her sons talking about,
How look? You would hold my body right. I feel ugly.
No, Mom, you look good.
I do. Thank you, son.
your sons know when it's your time of the month because you're sending them to the store to buy your pads. Why don't you get your ass up and go get your own? Valentine's come around. I must be expecting chocolates, teddy bears, balloons. Not normal falling out with every woman that your sons introduce to the family. That's your son, and you need to act accordingly.
My opinion on women raising men to be gentlemen is them wanting to be the boyfriend that they don't have.
Why do I keep hearing men say that?
Because the simple fact is women have an ideal image of what a man is. Mm-hmm. And so women oftentimes project their ideal image of a man onto their son on how they want a man to be based upon the man that they do not have in their life.
Your mama is holding you back and you need to get away from her. You see a lot of single moms do this. They like to treat their sons like they their husbands. And that's wrong. You see, your daddy left, your stepdaddy left, and her boyfriend left. So she's relying on you for that masculine energy. But that's not your role. You are her son. You have your own life to live. But you see, as men coming from single moms, we're conditioned to feel bad. We're conditioned to feel guilty. But it's okay, I'm here to set you free. It's okay to leave. It's okay to start doing you. You don't gotta feel guilty anymore. Just because your mama chose the wrong men, that's not your fault. Just because your parents didn't work out, that's not your fault, man. Live your life. Be free. Go out here, do your thing. Real shit.
This message is for all the boy moms who hate men or who have dissented men out of their lives. I just want you to know that it's not fair to your son to have to be the man in your life to take care of you. We know this, that so many women have sons who don't have a good relationship with men, who hate men, or all this, that they put so much pressure on their boys to be there for them and to take care of them. And a lot of it is a lot of manipulation and guilt tripping into their sons to be the man in their lives. Because you've chosen to not create healthy relationships with men, to allow certain things from men, to not get the result from men. you have now put it on your son to be there for you. And in turn, it creates unhealthy relationships with him, for him, with women in his life, because you are making him feel like you are the most important thing in his world. And if anyone comes before him, he's a terrible child. I can't tell you the countless amount of times of working with women who are having these disagreements or tough relationships with their partner's mothers because of that right there, right? Their mother won't let them go. Their mother guilt tripping them to feeling bad. They have to be there in every way possible for their mom because she doesn't have anybody. So now he can't live his life. He can't be happy with his family. He can't be the husband that he may want to be because he has to now make sure that his mother knows that she's not forgotten. But had you had chosen better, had you had made better choices, had you done the work to heal, your son would not have to be your everything and when it comes to being the man in your life. It's just not healthy. It's not fair. And as women who have sons, just know that your son is not here to be your man. He's there to be your son. That's it. That's all.
Where moms have gone wrong is made their sons act like their husbands.
Yeah.
That is such a disservice. And what happens a lot of times is those men end up resenting women. Some women, I'm not going to say all, but they end up resenting some women because they were 12, 9, 10 years old, having to take care of and be responsible for.
And not allowed to be a child.
And not allowed to be a child.
So guys, like I said, the rabbit hole, it gets deeper. There are a lot of things with women that treat their sons like husbands. And y'all saw in the video, like, they constantly say it's not your son's fault that you weren't able to make good partner decisions, okay? That you ended up with somebody that was a dirtbag, and stop putting your son in the position of being that person to pick up the pieces after a failed relationship and stuff like that, because they get that is unfair to them, because they get to the point where they're like, when can I find my happiness? When can I go and be with someone? Because every time that boy who becomes a man ends up with someone and decides to put their energy and invest time with them, the mom starts feeling like, oh, you're taking time away from me and you're taking the time away. And then the son is caught up, because it's like, well, I don't want my mom to feel the type of way, and she's lonely, and it's always been me and my mom, and she gonna go harder for me than anybody else. And yeah, it's true, like, you only get one mom. You can have many different partners, but you only get one mom. But at the same time, you deserve a mom who is going to realize that they can't take advantage of you and manipulate you into doing things that a partner should do for them, like getting them stuff for their birthday, like extravagant gifts. It's like, this is your child, okay? A card should suffice, okay? You shouldn't be asking your son to send you to Cancun, okay? Like, and there was actually a woman that did it. I don't got that video, but like, she was like, you should be sending me away for my birthday. And it's like, the son was pretty much outing her on social media, which I wouldn't recommend, but he was outing her on social media because he was like, mom, this is what you tell them what you wanted and tell them why I should get it for you and all this different stuff. And it was just really weird. But anyway, here is because I know y'all tired of looking at this screen and y'all want to see my beautiful face. Let me stop. So here's another letter that I got from Reddit. Shout out to relationship advice. This person was deleted. I don't know why, but this was submitted 2 years ago. But listen, this is still occurring in today's time. So here we go. My mom, 52 female, treats me, 24 male, more like a boyfriend rather than boyfriend father than a son. It's always been this way. Growing up, she would tell me about growing up, she would tell me about what she was stressed about, the bills, and how she wouldn't have enough money to make ends meet. As I got older, it's like she gets needier and needier. She'll call me over 2 times a day and text me so many times to ask me where I'm at or how I'm doing. I can't communicate or tell her how I feel because she'll argue with me or ask me stuff like why. It's so easy to say that you're doing fine or where you're at, etc. Sometimes when I try to assert some boundaries or show that I'm getting annoyed, she'll blame my dad and tell me that I'm going to see my dad. Um, Tells me that going to see my dad puts me in a bad mood and how I should see him less. I'm starting to give less F's now. I ignore a bunch of her calls and texts, and I'm seeing my dad whenever I feel like it. But still, it's getting annoying. Here's the next one, y'all. Oh, still is getting annoying. I guess that was the last one. All right. So he I feel like that wasn't it though. No, that was it. All right. It's getting annoying. So what y'all think about that? He's a 24-year-old male with a 52-year-old mother who pretty much still treats him like you're supposed to do what I tell you to do. And what else he say? Y'all, I forgot their face. Because these people so loud next door to me. So it's always been this way. Oh yeah. I never will ever tell my son like if I'm struggling financially, because that is your responsibility as a parent to be like your children shouldn't even know all that stuff. Like I didn't realize how much of a struggle it was to keep afloat until I actually had to do it myself. I never had my mom and dad like, well, I mean, when I got older, when I got in my 20s, they started being more vocal about, the bills, the household bills and stuff like that. But when I was a kid, I don't know about all that stuff. We just thought that that's why they always say kids always think money just grow on trees and we could just go and do whatever or whatever. Because we didn't know like all that our parents was doing to get certain stuff together and how much it costs to keep the lights on, how much it costs to keep a roof over our head. We didn't know about all that stuff. And to put your child in a certain position. What does Dr. Phil always say? Dr. Phil, he says, I watch a lot of Dr. Phil too, but he says kids always find a way to make everything their fault. And that you should never expose them to things, or you should never tell them about problems that they can't solve. Like you're putting them in an unfair position because they want to help. They want to solve the problem. They don't want to see their parents sad or upset or angry, whatever. So kids are going to try their best to make things better. But what happens when they can't make it better? And that's what some of these moms do. They put their son in a position where they're telling them about these financial troubles and these emotional problems and all this different stuff. And it's like, what the heck? Like I can't do anything. Oh my gosh. CSI, Criminal Intent. What was his name? The one that always go like this when he talked to people. People that watch Criminal Intent, CSI, Criminal Intent know what I'm talking about. The guy that played the bug man on Men in Black, him. He his storyline, his character storyline, his mom was schizophrenic, right? And so he pretty much was put in a position where he had to raise his brother and also his mom. And his mom was she was schizophrenic. So she, It was an illness. She couldn't help it. But what we're talking about today is people that can actually definitely help it. They just choose not to. All right. So, where was I going with that? I was going with that to say that he went through that and he was very emotionally detached. He couldn't really have a relationship with a woman because he knew he would have to always care for his mom. And there's men out there that are crippled emotionally and can't form a tie or a bond with a woman because they always have to think, well, I'm hurting my mom's feelings by doing this. I'm not spending time with my mom and she gonna feel some type of way. And it's it and then for the mom to let that be their feelings, that makes her a pretty shitty mom. So I did this one already. This one, mother-in-law in love with my husband, her son. First, let me say, and this comes from Mother-in-laws from Hell, and this is from Kelsey ABM. Uh, First, let me say I finally found my people, and I'm thankful to see other people with awful mother-in-laws. Okay, my mother-in-law is 100% obsessed with her son, my husband, like weirdly obsessed. She has walked in on him changing after I told her not to go in there because he was getting ready for work. Said, "Do you see how tan I am? Look gorgeous, don't I?" to my husband. To which he replied, "I don't think anyone is pretty besides my wife." Then she says, "I don't do all this for nothing. I'm trying to look pretty for you." Invited him to come sleep in the bed with her while we were spending the night over there. Wanted him to leave me and our daughter in a room alone without him. uh my mother-in-law and father-in-law have separate bedrooms. Weird, right? Bought the same nightgown as me after she went through my dresser drawers, then wore it in front of my husband and said, "Oh, how do I look? I know you like this one." Walks around the house butt naked with all of her kids, son-in-laws, me, and her grandchildren over there. Calls my daughter her baby as to imply that she is the mother and my husband is the father. Wants my daughter to call her mammy since it's so close to mommy. So my daughter won't have any trouble remembering it. Begs my husband to take her on a date and leave me and our daughter at home. Her words. Y'all, I could keep going. After Googling it and being on TikTok, I have seen many people have gone through the same thing where their mother-in-law treats their son like their husband. Oh, by the way, my father-in-law is alive and I have talked with him about it. And he says she has always been like this towards my husband, but since we have gotten married, it has gotten worse. How has anyone dealt with this? Any advice on how to stop it? We have both told her to back off, but it doesn't help. It's greatly appreciated. Y'all, why? Can I just say that when I read stuff like this, I don't, I'm sure that it be us out there doing it sometimes, but I just be getting a feeling like when I read stuff like that, I don't be thinking it's us. Okay. Um, like, like that is just I'm sorry, that is crazy. What wait, Vincent D'Onofrio. Yeah, him, yes. I love him. Um, hold up, y'all. Y'all got me. I gotta backtrack on all these comments, y'all, because these okay. Triple Fire said, "You got Goldberg upstairs. Stomp, stomp, stomp." Yeah, I definitely do. They be real rude. I'm Young P said this dude in Texas dating his mom. Why? Why? Fly Bohemian said, "Lord, this is too much." Rebe, what is up, girly? Says this is wild. She said, "I be trying to get my son out the house." I know that's right. Mary Petite says she got the. I'm sure she's shocked. Um, Tribula Fire says she said it 100. Fly Bohemian said, yo, can this be a same sex thing? Because my mom definitely checked a lot of those lists. It actually can. It actually can. We're focusing on the men today, but we'll definitely, because next week, the topic is, lady, she's your daughter, not your competition. So it's another, because while this may be creepy and weird, it's showing that the mom has love for her son, whereas the one next week is going to be how a woman has contempt for her daughter. Crazy. It's going to be crazy, y'all. Rebe said, I was like, it's moms that do their daughters like this too. Mm-hmm. Fly Bohemian said, my mom was definitely emotionally codependent with me for a lot of years. See? IMP said, sounds like he needs to start speaking his damn mind. Exactly. These women want their sons to be incels. Chivalafai Fahara says she's manipulative. Rebe says she is definitely guilt tripping her son. IMP said, tell his mom, listen, woman, I got my own problems and I'm not your only child. Chivalafai her said, I gotta say the right. Chivalafai her says, I used to hate hearing about bills or finances while growing up. It definitely creates a slight depression. Exactly. Rebe said, yes, his mom was a job and the emotional issues he carried because of his childhood. Yup. Fly Bohemian said, it's given reverse Norman Bates Motel, Psycho. I think that's what it's called, American Psycho. Or I don't think it was American Psycho. I just think it's Psycho. But yeah, absolutely. IMP said, when my mom talks about bills, I turn my music up. No. Mutombo voice. No. Oh my gosh. So this was to the last one I just read. Fly Bohemian said, ma'am. Rebe said, mammy, I know she ain't going with the win her grandchildren. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got more, y'all. Hold on. Let me get to the next one. And then I got a video for y'all. When I tell you this topic is hot, like I really thought like it was only a few stories I was gonna find, but child, this is the last one. Tired of my mom. Now, this is coming from the point of view of a son. Okay. I think the first one was, and then this the last one that's like from the point of view from a son. So tired of my mom treating me like her boyfriend. The effed up thing is I know what's happening, and the more I try to stop it from happening, the harder she pushes. She can be so overbearing and overwhelming. She stresses me out like nobody else. The only other time I felt that kind of stress was with a girlfriend. Yesterday, in front of my father, she asked me, Anan, come rub my feet. And I sternly asked, what? No, you have a husband. To which she replied, so, and I have 3 sons, which made me mad. And I said, exactly, there's your husband, and walked out of the room. There's so many other instances. She'll put her hands around my waist while facing me to pass me through the kitchen and brush her body against me. When I tell her, say, excuse me, please, she says, what? I can't touch my son now? Ugh. Yesterday as well, while I was in the kitchen, she brushed her entire boob across my elbow and said, oops, sorry, pretending to be completely oblivious to the situation. Not only that, but she places unreal expectations on us to hang out with her. She can never do anything alone. My entire family is like that, and it's so exhausting. She's been like this since I was a child. I'm 23 now. It grosses me out, and I make it very, very apparent, and it makes her do it more. I don't know the logic in it. I remember one time she caught me, pleasing myself when I was 15, 16, right? She walked out of the room, then called me she walked out of the room, then called me out of the room like a weirdo. I tucked it and I tucked it and walked out the room. When I walked into the hallway, she began tickling me, saying, "Let me see it. I know you're hard. I think about it often, and it still grosses me out to this day." Here's another one. One time she found out, I don't know how, that I bought my ex lingerie and panties. Like I said, I have no idea how she found out. She must have looked through my mail. Anyway, she says to me with a straight face, "How come you never buy your mother any sexy panties?" And dog, me and my dad both said, "Ew." Even my effing dad had to admit she went way too effing far. I don't know what to do, man. Not to mention I'm bipolar and she uses it as an excuse to try to police and control me. She's constantly accusing me of drinking and not taking my meds, which is disrespectful as F to begin with, bro. I do not get us from that. I do not get us from that. Okay. It's just so I don't know why, but I'm just picturing them in like this trailer park. It's so bad. I don't see this. I don't see this being like a regular home. I see this as a home with wheels, like type of situation. But again, this child, and he's 23 and I'm older, so he will be a child to me, right? This child is experiencing uh, a mother who is extremely inappropriate. Extremely inappropriate. And what gets me is that the dad is not really like you're not gonna protect your child. That's weird too. That's I couldn't see myself saying stuff like that to my son, doing stuff like that to my son, and his dad not stepping in and be like, "Yo, you gotta cut that stuff out." You get what I'm saying? Where's the protection for these kids? I don't know, y'all. But that was the last one I had. That so this I think this was the last one that IMP commented on. I just wanted to break up the comments. He said that story was wild. Triple Fire said freaky family. Triple Fire said the mom needs help. IMP said, huh? In the Soldier Boy voice. Fly Bohemian said, ooh. She also said this is a great topic. Thank you so much. I appreciate you because I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'm grasping for straws right now because of like I want to make sure I get the whole topic out. And then Fly Bohemian said, not her entire boob. This is for this one. I'm in peace. I'm calling the police on my mom, start acting weird like that. Reby said, I just want my oldest son to be safe when he leaves the house and ask for the car. My youngest son just walked past hearing the end of the last one, like, what? He was shocked. Fly Bohemian said, oh my gosh, I would be mortified if I walked in on that. And she also said the messy thing is that you can't even prosecute for stuff like this. Exactly. People about her said, oh, she want her son bad. LOL, old porn. Said, no. I mean, said, I'm calling the police on my mom. She started acting weird, sending her to the crazy home. IMP said that was weird. Wow. Triplify her said they all in on it. They a freaky family. And he said, I'm a steward. So that when I tell y'all, this is where we start doing self evaluations, right? Self, reflection, and it's like, could I be a mom like that? You get what I'm saying? Could I be a mom like that? And I'm like, I don't see me doing no crazy stuff like that. I would want my son to check me if I ever made him feel uncomfortable in any type of way, because that's Not a mother is nurturing, they're supposed to show love, but it's not supposed to be a incestuous type of love at all. It's not supposed to feel uncomfortable or feel dirty. It's supposed to feel like my mom loves me and she cares about me and she wants the best for me. And what I'm finding in when I read these Reddit stories and when I see these other people talk about, oh, my mom, she constantly is getting in fights with my girlfriend, like Blueface mom. And I know it's been a while since we heard anything about Blueface and Christian. I apologize, y'all, because when I said at the end of last year, let's leave them in 2023, it's been happening, y'all. The last thing I heard about Krishana is that she was getting sued by the bull that she stole at Tamar's concert. After that, I ain't hear nothing else about Blueface and Krishana, about the baby and nothing. So I don't know what happened with that. I guess they just figured there was no money in it anymore. And just decided like they didn't want to talk about it no more. They didn't want to be in the public eye anymore. Blueface mom be saying some weird stuff. Like when Blueface got Jaden and Alexis a car, she was like, oh, how he gonna go and get her a car and not get me a car? I'm his mom. Like, ma'am, have several seats. Why are you not making it happen on your own? Why do you feel like your son has to take care of you and provide stuff for you? Yeah, he was getting money at the time, but he don't owe you nothing. He don't owe you a gosh darn thing. But it was just like it was a way she said it, like she his girlfriend or something like that. Like, how he gonna get her something, not give me something? And then to couple that with the whole thing with she was being really inappropriate with him and his older brother, like teaching them how to kiss and teaching them how to, please women. She took it that far. And you know what's crazy about Blueface mom? Blueface mom used to be heavy in the scene back in the day, like as a video vixen, like doing all that stuff. So I don't know, maybe all that crazy kinkiness got to her head and she started doing it with her sons and she thought it was normal and it's not normal, or I don't know. No excuse for that type of behavior. But it's moms out there that do stuff like that and it's really off-putting. Mama Jones, Jim Jones' mom. Recently, Jim Jones was in a fight in the airport. Not that anybody cares, but he was forever engaged to Chrissy, and it was like this odd thing where Mama Jones didn't like Chrissy, and Chris, like, I can understand a parent having their reservations about somebody. But when you go as far as to getting into fist fights with them and arguments with them, like that's going a little too far. Like you're doing too much. Like, at the end of the day, your son should be able to speak up for himself and say what he needs to say and get his point across. And you doing all this hooping and hollering for what? Now, if the chick that he with want to be immature and rolling her neck and doing all this type of stuff and blah 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 in your face, you can defend yourself. But if it's like every time it always starts with you, it's weird. Let me just shout out Temu real quick, because Temu got me this. Temu helped me out with this. Temu helped me out with this lip color. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, like I've been drinking from my mug and like it's only a little bit of transfer. So this lip color, like if y'all need the details, I'll give y'all the details. This lip color is not really coming off, and I love it. And it has like a matte finish. Anyway, that was just a quick little, But I just find it weird when, okay, on Love and Hip Hop, they start bringing the moms in, and the moms were getting into arguments with the other women. Like Mendici's mom fighting with what you call Mama D. Oh, I didn't even yo, Mama D and Scrappy. Yo, that right there, that's an example. That's an example right there. That's an example right there. Because she was like, Erica could not have a regular relationship uh with Scrappy. She couldn't, because Mama D was always there to tell her everything she was doing wrong in the relationship. And the one episode that got me is where she was like, she was yelling at Erica. She was like, "You left him for dead. You left him for dead," because he was having an asthma attack, and she took him to the hospital. And she dropped him off at the hospital, but she had somewhere to be, and he was stable when she left. So she was like, I left, he was stable when I left him. So he wasn't, I didn't leave him for dead. Like, you're taking it to the extreme because you want to be that hero, that savior for your son. And it was like no boundaries. And it used to make me mad because Scrap would not, Scrap would just let it just happen. He would let it happen. Even how Mama D was with Bambi. And everybody's gonna have their feelings about Bambi or whatever. But I feel like a mom's place is to just provide guidance for their child and be there when they need them. Not tell them how to live their life. Not tell them who to date. Not tell them who to, like, you gotta let your child get older. And that's why Scrap is the way he is now. He don't know who he want to be with. One minute he on there with Diamond, next minute he on the internet with Erica. He don't know who he want to be with. He was out with Bambi one time, and they was having a day at the park with the kids, and I was like, that's healthy. But it's just like Water Boy, yes, Mama Boucher. Thank you, Trevel. I fired her. That was a really, really good example. I'm gonna go back to these comments because hold on. Reby said, and it's also married women and moms and relationships that does this as well. Reby said it creates tension with the husband, stepfather, and the son. He said, Reby said, yes, she was a hot girl. Oh yeah. She was. So she was in the video Hot Girl. I'm gonna check it out. Reby said, yes, Mama D and Mama Jones, a hot mess. I was so over how Mama D messed up little Scrappy. He broke down. He had to tell his mama how she made him feel, and wow, he had to heal from a lot. Trevel said, yeah, Scrap traumatized. Reby said, yes, she had to help him heal. She was a pimp. Again, Trevel said the movie Waterboy is a good example too. We're gonna jump into that. Reby said Erica was a writer, but Mama D was harsh. He said all the stuff he saw her do as a child, the pimping, the drugs, yeah. Trevelify her said Mama Boucher was hell on wheels, and Reby said yes, Waterboy was wild. And that was okay. That was a definite because she refused to let him grow up and move on without her because she would be alone. When, like, at the end, when she faked that she was sick so that he could stay there and take care of her, and he was going to play in the big game that he needed to go play in, only after she saw how much everybody loved her son, that's when she decided to snap out of it. But it's some women that don't care how many people love you. Nobody is going to love you more than them. And it's really dangerous, and it's really upsetting, and it's very sad that a lot of women think like that. And I'm so glad you brought up Mama Boucher because I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that was like a perfect example, Trevel. So shout out to you. From the very beginning, like, she was lying to him. She was telling him that did she tell him that his daddy died or something like that? But he actually just ran off with another woman, and because of that, because he ran off with another woman, she decided to put all these things in Bobby's head, and also was like, listen, you know, you have to be you have to be here for me emotionally, you know. And when he was trying to be with Vicky Valancourt, he couldn't be with her like he wanted to be with her because mom was always interjecting herself, and she said, I don't like that Vicky Valancourt, she's a devil. And like everything was a devil. And yo, perfect example. I love that. Reby said, no, I'm talking about Blueface mom always talking about how she was a bad B back in the day, etc. That's why I put it in quotes. She was always talking about how bad she was in videos, etc. Oh, okay. She was at those shows, Mama Family, 90s sitcom, a good example. So, oh my gosh, Tringo with the examples come through. Yes. Let me see if I can remember. The mom, her son, the son was with the blonde lady, and it says, and she was always, you know, making snide remarks about his lady, and I think he was married to her too, making snide remarks about his wife and all this different stuff, and she refused to let him be his own man. Eventually I think he did kind of like grow out of it, and you know, but yeah, Mama Bubba and Bubba's wife, yeah. Reby said, throw mama from the train. I'm old. He said, Owen, it was a comedy, but he was plotting to kill mama. Yeah. So it is so many examples of this, and with the topic, see, this brings certain things to light, right? So with that being said, I'm going to play this last video for y'all to kind of round everything out, because we actually going on 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I didn't mean for it to take this long to get the point across. But here's the final video for the night, as it relates to the topic. Here we go.
Oh, so you gonna sit up here in front like you doing me a favor, right? Since I put you on camera, you ain't got nothing to say, huh? So, really? Oh, you gonna act like you just moving my stuff and you just looking out for your mama, but in actuality, my own son kicking me the fuck out his damn house. Why? Because he got a new family on the way, and that individual has 2 kids, and he needs the space. So now he want to kick his own mama out the house after everything I just been through. The son that I gave birth to, gave life, wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me, and that I raised, and want to kick me out of his own damn house. He can't do this shit. That's all right. I'll be calling the police so he can know that what he doing is wrong. You can't illegally just put nobody out your house. And the fact that I'm his mama makes it 10 times even fucking worse. Who does this to their own damn mama? That's all right. I'm gonna just let God handle it. It's all good.
So I just want to tell y'all this, man. I am so hurt right now. This is me in this video. To get on TikTok to see your mama try to embarrass you for the 3rd time. The first time I didn't say nothing, the second time I didn't say nothing, but enough is enough. Like, my mama really mad at me for moving her stuff out my house. I been told my mama I wanted her to move out. She been living with me since 2016. I'm about to have a whole baby on the way. My little sister just had a baby. She's going through postpartum depression. She's not working right now. I ain't trying to put her business out here, but she's going through a lot right now. So I just felt like, because my mama don't have a house, you should just move in with your daughter and help her out. She lived right down the street from me. But instead, she don't understand how I feel. Me trying to be a real man and want to take care of my family and my baby in one household. She gets mad and said, are you putting your family before your own mama? Like, what? I'm about to have a baby. Like, Ma, did you get on TikTok to try to embarrass me? Like, I lost all respect for my mama, man. I can't believe that she do this to me. I'm the reason why she even got a TikTok. I blew you up, man. This how you gonna do?
Let's talk about what emotional incest looks like with a mom and his son being like stupid as fuck that he never even realizes. And I'm going to use 2 examples that has happened to me being in the middle of their like, you know, mom and son relationship and me being the girlfriend, and how awkward that was for me, bro. Like awkward as fuck. Alright, keep in mind that his mom did not like me because he spent too much time with me. There was this one time that we were on FaceTime, and I was muted because he was just like, oh, I'm gonna talk to my mom really quickly. She came in my room, and I just muted myself, and he was just like, you can just stay on the phone, whatever. His mom was like, I need to talk to you. You're spending too much time with her and everything. You're not spending time with me alone anymore. And she just kept repeating like, alone, like we need to go out alone, shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? This other time that we were at the Nike store, and she was like telling him, you have to buy me something because if you aren't taking care of me, who's gonna take care of me?
So again, y'all, that pretty much concludes tonight's topic, lady. He's your man, not your son. I hope y'all learned something tonight. I don't know if y'all ever heard the phrase emotional incest. I didn't learn about it until I started actually researching this topic. I hope y'all got a lot of value out of what I've shown you tonight. Real quick, I want to just run through, because I didn't even do my announcements that I usually do. Since I have you guys here, I am in the Supermom contest where I can win $20,000 and a weekend getaway in Palm Springs and be featured in the Woman's World magazine. If you feel like I should be the winner, please go and vote. Again, I'm in second place right now. I'm in second place, and on the 16th, it will drop down to the top 5. And I'm getting kind of nervous because I feel like after the top 5, they're just going to be going for the number 1 spot. So I want to make sure that I get that number 1 spot, guys. Shout out to Black Magazine 31. King George is on the cover right here. He's also the founder and CEO of Black Magazine 31. So make sure you go ahead and follow him on IG. This was the first issue that I was featured in. It is digital, and it's also paper copies available. The digital copies you can find out about on Black Magazine 31 on IG. All right, this was the most recent issue. The March issue which was the Women's History edition. We had the beautiful India Rose on the cover, and I was also featured in this issue as well. So make sure y'all go ahead and follow Black Magazine 31 and get your digital copy today. Birth by the Code by LO is released on all platforms. It's also on YouTube. I am on tracks 9 and 13. Make sure you go ahead and listen to the album. It's super dope. And if you like to hear me sing, you can hear me sing on tracks 9 and 13. Again, LO, Birth by the Code. Shout out to Wise Choice Massage Therapy. I am a licensed massage therapist. I do offer Swedish deep tissue, prenatal, and chair massage in the Philadelphia area only. So if this is something that you would like to have done, you want a session, or you want to still treat, we still have Mother's Day packages available. Speaking of Mother's Day packages, here's the Mother's Day sale. It's a 6-month deal, a massage per month for 6 months, only $425. The sale ends May 24th. So there you go. The sale ends May 24th. So make sure that you hit me up at LaShia Star on Instagram if you would like to take advantage of this Mother's Day sale. That's LaShia Star, LASHIASTAR on Instagram. Also, guys, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Think Different TV LLC. That's ThinkDifferent TV LLC. And follow Tdtv's Pop Game Show on IG so you can keep in the know about the game show. Again, Think Different TV is not just a show, it is a brand. Here is our network lineup. also tomorrow is Think Different TV's Player Pass, and we have an awesome episode coming right for you. I just wanted to give you a little taste of that real.
Is a puppet master of trivia, or is his competitor pulling the strings? Tune into this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel.
And guys, so that concludes, I'm sorry, let me turn this back on. So that concludes this episode of Think Different TV. Coming to you will be Think Different TV's music video of the week, which is, Lord help me, that's not the name of the song, but it's called Hard to Say Bye by Mario Smith, aka Son of Soul, featuring DRICH. And I love this song. The artist is amazing. All right, his voice is crazy. All right, so make sure y'all go ahead and follow him. And that pretty much is it, guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, dropping comments, and being in attendance tonight, because I know I'm just all over the place right now, because I knew where I wanted to go with the show. I had the clips and everything ready, but I didn't have it like formulated exactly what I was going to say. I'm glad y'all were able to follow along, and that y'all got some information out of this, and that y'all were participating and contributing to the conversation, because that also helps as well. And I'm not just up here talking to myself. I'm talking to myself, but I'm not talking to myself. Y'all get what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to close this out with our Tdtv music video of the week, Hard to Say Goodbye. Hard to Say Bye by Mario Smith, aka Son of Soul, featuring DRICH. As always, it's a pleasure, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new episodes or replays of Think Different TV. And make sure y'all share the live. If y'all enjoyed this live, share the live. Share the love by sharing the live, and hashtag Tdtv. If you're watching the replay right now, make sure you hashtag replay in the comments. I hope y'all got a lot of value out of what I was showing you tonight. And as always, have a great week, and I'll see y'all all next week. All right, here we go.
I'm coming in hot.
Hey guys, LaShia here from Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. And I have a Tdtv exclusive for you concerning my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. And why are we in my bathroom? Well, I want to show you my new Euphoria Water shower head. There you go. It's so bright and shiny and beautiful. It took me literally seconds to set up. I just unscrewed my old one and screwed this one on. It has several different settings. You can get the jet setting. You can do the regular shower setting. It is amazing. And also to know that I have the purest water hit my body. It's the greatest feeling. So make sure you make this investment, because I am so happy that I made this investment. Call Captain at 267-707-8279 to put in that order, or you can hit them up on Euphoria Water on IG. I'm telling you, it's the best investment, the best thing I ever did.
Hey, this is your favorite niece, LaShia. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by LaShia, and this is the music video of the week.
I know you've been through a lot, and you just don't know how to say goodbye. I know he's telling you everything that you wanted to hear from the beginning. I know, but this is how she truly feels. everything that you're saying to me right now. I've been always wanting to hear it from you. I gave you all my love, and you just kept on giving yours away. While I sit here and wait on you, it's gonna be hard to say bye. It's gonna be hard to say this to you, baby. It's gonna be hard to say bye. I've been wanting to say this for a long, 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 long. It's gonna be hard to say bye. But I gotta, said I gotta say this time. Bye, bye, bye. See, my heart is gone, but my body is still letting you make love to it. I don't want this thing anymore. But I hold on for the keys. But baby, this is my last time. Got my things already packed and ready to go. And here you are, trying to stop me from letting go. See, I done already packed my mind, my heart, and everything that you thought you had, has gone. It's gonna be hard to say bye, baby. It's gonna be hard to say goodbye to you, baby. It's gonna be hard to say bye. I can't believe you gave him a baby. It's gonna be hard to say bye, baby. I promise this is my last time. Say this time, baby. Bye, bye, baby. Bye, bye, baby. Bye, baby. Bye, baby. Bye, baby. Bye. You done did all you needed to do, baby. You done played me like a fool, baby. Fool me once.
I know people who get a raise from $100,000 on their job to $200,000, and they've actually seen less on their check, because the more money you make, the more tax brackets you enter into. I did not think that when you grow in life that you make more money and get less. That just didn't seem fair to me. So the first thing is to spend less money. The next thing is, yes, to get more money. Multiple streams of income, a raise on your job, do some extra shifts. But the third ingredient is the single most important ingredient, and that is you have to get your money back. Well, guess what? That's what the IRS says. The IRS says if you drive your car for business, you can get your money back. If you just go out and drive for personal reasons, you don't. If you have a business dinner or business lunch, you can get your money back. If you take a business trip, you can get your money back. The IRS says this well over hundreds and hundreds of times.
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl LaShia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet.
You're the reason I wait.